What are we cooking today? What's your signature dish?
Today we are cooking shakshuka.
Gil's famous shakshuka. Gil Geron, welcome to the show.
I'm the CEO of Orca Security.
What are some of the challenges in cloud security that you're seeing among customers?
You get 25 emails from vendors saying how they can protect you against that 0 day now.
Right.
And a little bit more.
A little bit more. You just say when?
It's a dish you can't eat alone.
Smells so good. Smell.
I think the opportunity in security now is to be ahead of the curve. We need to consistently advocate and invest in technologies. Okay, now we're ready for the eggs. We need to understand and accept that using AI in our environment is inevitable. Security teams will not be able to stop that from being used.
Oh my goodness, Gil, you're a pro. Look at this. How is it?
Great.
Good? Anything you changed?
We did it.
Wow. All right, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with CISOs. We are here at Black Hat in sunny and hot, sizzling Las Vegas. I have a very special guest with me in the kitchen today, the one and only Gil Geron. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Danny.
I love it. So before we dig in, I would love to know, who are you, what do you do, and why the hell do you do it?
I'm the CEO of Orca Security. We've started Orca 6 years ago with a very important task in mind: how to create a platform to ensure that what you're building, deploying, and using in the cloud is secure. I think we found that the challenge is not around just finding the issues, it's around how you're able to actually connect between DevOps engineers and security teams to ensure that what you're doing is effective, to ensure that you have a security mindset in your company and organization to really be able to elevate your security posture.
All right, Gil, you're speaking my language, especially connecting different kinds of teams in security. Before we dig into some of the cool questions about Orca, which, by the way, I'm an avid follower for years now. We have the fabulous team hanging out in the background as well. I would love to know, what are we cooking today? What's your signature dish?
Today we are cooking shakshuka. There's debates on what are the origins of the dish, whether it's from Morocco or Libya. I think what's unique about almost everything around cooking in Israel is that there's a mix of cultures, there's a mix of different flavors.
Right.
And I think what's really unique about shakshuka is that it's a dish you can't eat alone.
Yes.
It's something that is in the center of the table. It's something you eat as a family or as a team.
Right.
I love making it to friends and family.
I am absolutely thrilled. I'm very excited. I love Middle Eastern food, Mediterranean food. I love eggs. I love spicy sauce. I am your sous chef for the day. I'm very excited for this. Is there kind of like a backstory to this dish, why you chose it, something from your childhood or like back home that you're excited to choose it?
So I come from a big family. I have 5 siblings. Eating together is really common, and food sharing in general is something that is extremely common. So it makes things very easy when you have something to share.
Yeah.
Also, you'll see it's a very, very, at the end, the vast majority of the food is very simple but fresh.
You know, I love how quick it is to make this dish. You don't necessarily have to cook it for hours and hours. I'm curious, why'd you say yes to coming to Cooking with CISOs today?
Actually, I love cooking.
Yeah.
And I am cooking a lot, usually over the weekends.
Sure.
I find it pretty therapeutic to do that and think about stuff while doing that. So, yeah, I think that was a good match to the things I love to do.
I really enjoy the fact that we're able to connect on a dish that we both love, so that's exciting to me. So we're gonna start with the heaters, the burners here. Get the right one. There we go. High heat, yes?
Yeah.
All right, sizzle. Some olive oil?
A lot of olive oil.
A lot of oil. Olive oil. We got enough here. Is that enough?
Let's go with what we have.
All right, so we have extra virgin olive oil. Place it in the pan here. All of this is good?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. I love olive oil. I love onions. You'll see that theme throughout the show. that I always say I love onions. We don't have onions in this dish, but we do have a lot of olive oil. And
This is one of the biggest shakshuka debates you can encounter.
onion?
Onions, yes or no?
Okay.
And for me, onion is yes or no. It's what separates between like tomato sauce and shakshuka.
Okay.
So the traditional one is, by the way, the traditional one doesn't even necessarily include peppers,
Okay.
but we are not gonna put onions in ours.
But garlic non-negotiable.
Garlic is non-negotiable.
Love garlic too. So good for you. Okay, so while this is heating, we're gonna wait for the olive oil to get hot. Do we do garlic after we place these so that it doesn't burn, or before?
Garlic with the
With everything?
peppers.
Perfect.
Yeah. And tomatoes actually come last.
Last, so that they don't get too mushy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They should get mushy, but it's also around like allowing the peppers to soften a bit
Got it.
and get a little bit frying it.
Sweet. Amazing. And yeah, this recipe, by the way, will be linked in this episode. You'll be part of our cookbook, which is super exciting. As we start sauteing here our vegetables, apart from cooking, is there any other hobby that kind of gets you to feel calmer given a lot of the pressure I imagine you go through, something you do that you enjoy?
I think for me it's different in the sense that actually I'm a very high energy person.
Yeah.
So doing things that traditional people say that are calming are very uncommon for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I'm pretty hyperactive.
Okay.
And like one time a friend took me to do yoga, and they almost kicked me out of the class because for 45 minutes of relaxation I was doing.
Just kind of taking away.
I couldn't bear
Yeah.
trying to do nothing.
Oh my goodness.
I actually get relaxed from doing activity, not from lack of activity.
Yeah. I like that. I also enjoy good activity. I used to swim for 16 years. An amazing appetite as a swimmer. Now I don't swim. I have the same appetite though. So here we are. This is looking beautiful. It already smells delicious. The aroma of the garlic.
What we are doing now is we are just sauteing the vegetables a bit, and we're gonna do the same with the tomatoes and the paprika
Yeah.
to get the flavors out.
Perfect.
But then we'll move to a lower heat
Oh, hey.
just to soften the vegetables. And at the end, with the eggs, we are moving back to high heat to caramelize everything.
I do want to drill down into one thing that you said about connecting teams, bridging teams together. Take me through that a little bit more deeply. Why do we have a disconnect in the first place?
I think one of the first things that we went through a thought process when we started Orca was, what are the real challenges of security? And what are the things that are hard to do?
Sure.
And I remember going into CISOs, and they basically told me, hey, here's another one who's gonna go into my room and explain to me why I was ignorant or stupid until now. And now he has this amazing new solution that will revolutionize our work. And coming from Checkpoint and seeing the cybersecurity industry for many years, you know that's not true.
Yeah.
Meaning there's many great security solutions. And I think what I've seen over the years is that the challenge was not around tech.
Sure.
And as evidence, think about the 0 day. You get 25 emails from vendors saying how they can protect you against that 0 day now.
Right.
So wait, so is there a 0 day or not? You just told me that you're protecting against it, but there's a 0 day. So how does it impute?
Right.
And then you realize that actually you cannot deploy the security solution because of a performance impact. You don't have the budget for it. You had you tried to use it, but it caused a lot of false positive. And so are we selling a real security solution or a false sense of security? And then when you ask yourself deeper questions, so whose responsibility is?
Yeah.
Should it be the customer who missed 2 logs out of 2 billion? Or should it be the vendors, us?
Right.
And so we said, hey, we need to create a security solution that is easy to use, that connects people, because every step of the way, who needs to fix issues?
Right.
DevOps and engineers. What they will say when you'll come with an issue, they will say it's a false positive.
Right.
It's not related to us. Why do you think that it has such a big impact? And then this debate does not yield value to companies. So we said, okay, so we need to be accurate. We need to give context. We need to prioritize. We need to be explainable.
Right.
To connect these people.
Right.
And I believe it generates higher level of security in companies.
Yes. But I feel like, what you guys started, 6 years ago? More even.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you guys been in business right now?
6 years.
6 years, yeah. But even today, that problem still persists, right? So, what can people do, even if there aren't vendors, who are focusing on that, bridging that connection? What can security leaders do to better connect DevOps and security in the business if they don't have a vendor on their side like you?
So we are seeing that it's becoming reality for more and more, as you can see, I put a lot of paprika.
Yeah. And you're sauteing that as well to kind of open up the flavors and the aroma? Okay, beautiful, by the way. Smells so good. Smell.
So we are seeing that there is, on the one hand, improvement.
Sure.
We are actually seeing that the teams that have actually adopted these techniques have dramatically improved their security position. Dramatically, not like just with a bit, like really moved the needle in terms of improving their security posture, having a lot less this whack-a-mole business.
Yep.
Where you're fixing something and then there's a new thing.
Sure.
And we've seen huge organizations. One of our customers has more than 500,000 VMs.
Wow.
And they sent us a report where they have only 3 vulnerabilities on an internet-facing assets out of 500,000. Imagine that, like what kind of, that's the level of impact that we are looking for.
Exceptional.
And I think that we are only getting started.
Yeah. So you're only getting started. Where are you going next?
The next frontier is to move from observability to actionability.
Okay. What does that mean?
In cybersecurity, the holy grail was remediation. Technically, it was possible, but we have this joke that automatic remediation or prevention is like the fire me now button, because you've just blocked an internet a production service from operating.
Okay.
The opportunity is now with very accurate visibility and leveraging agentic AI, you can actually move to action. You can make recommendations, you can change policies, you can connect to the workflow of the organization.
Sure.
And understand that the challenge is not technical as much as it is a governance issue.
Really?
As much as you actually need to think about who needs to be notified, what needs to be fixed, how am I usually fixing this stuff? What can I do? Can I actually do that? Like, is the recommendation applicable for us? Let's say you recommend to someone to connect to the machine and patch the system. What if it's a container?
Right.
It's a stupid advice. The container won't be there when you try to connect. You need to fix the image. And then what if you recommend to update the image of a VM that you didn't patch for the last 2 years? Okay, it makes sense, but if I'm not deploying it, so I need something else.
Right.
So this is something that I think we are seeing quite a bit, where there's huge opportunity of efficiency, huge opportunity of increasing the capabilities and scale of companies and teams.
I hear this screaming at me in the best way possible. It's sizzling. If we get a zoom in on that right there, look at that. Look at the tomatoes going. The peppers are frying. Beautiful. So we're covering this to let it kind of melt together and get soft. How long do we need to keep this covered and going?
Until the tomatoes are completely soft.
Okay.
As you can see also in terms of like color and everything,
Sure.
it starts to mesh together.
Yeah.
And then what we can do, then we can add a little bit the tomato puree after it softens
Yum.
and create that mix. First of all is that it's very red.
Yes.
That comes from the paprika.
Beautiful.
And now we're gonna add 2 spoons of tomato sauce, yeah.
Okay, this is just plain tomato sauce, no spices, nothing. Right? You know,
Maybe a little bit more.
a little bit more. You just say when?
Another one, yeah. And we're good. That's enough. And now we're gonna mix it. What you can see is that we are starting to get that caramelization that we've discussed, like when you can see it accumulates in the sides.
No water.
No water.
No water. We want it really crispy, caramelized. Okay.
And now is a good time to add the salt and pepper.
As you get that ready, we kind of were noodling on challenges, on cloud security, barriers, connection between people and teams. I would love to know what are some of the challenges in cloud security that you're seeing among customers, but not only customers in the market, prospects, other leaders.
I think that what we've seen is that you need to invest a lot in trying to produce ability to reduce the amount of issues. What I mean around that is, and I'll give an example, we usually talk about new risks, new technologies to protect against risk.
Sure.
How often are people bragging about technology that allows you to reduce risk?
I mean, I think a lot of the vendors are, but I don't know about the customers, so.
And now think about, I'll give you an example. We've released earlier this year a technology for detecting whether vulnerabilities are exploitable or not.
Okay.
And this technology exists for some time using agents, and we've invested almost a year in being able to do it without installing anything. Why? Because we said it's a great opportunity to reduce issues.
Okay.
And does it worthwhile? The answer is yes, if it reduces issues. I think that the more we tend to think about what we need to protect from and where we need to focus on, we need to consistently advocate and invest in technologies that allows you to reduce the amount of issues, to focus on things that matter, to understand the ownership of the issue, to give good recommendation of what and how should be the fix.
Right.
I think it's way more important than, finding the next exotic attack.
Yeah. We're ready for eggs.
Tasting and then
Tasting? Okay, here's a clean, fresh spoon. We like to promote and follow food safety, so we're always using clean spoons, washing our hands, not contaminating our dishes. Super important. We're learning as we go. Good?
It's good.
I trust you. I'm going to wait till the end for that.
Spicy.
Spicy? Loving it.
Okay, now we're ready for the eggs.
Right, perfect.
And one of the things I like to do is I create a small space.
A little nest.
Yeah. And then we are
A little orca circle there for O. How many eggs does this call for? 3, 4, 5. So how many people we got? Let's see. We got to feed folks. We can do like 8 eggs.
Let's do 8 eggs.
These. And then do you kind of season the eggs as well after we pop
At the end.
At the end?
What we'll do after you're done with putting the eggs is that we're gonna cover it just because we want the white to be also on the upper section of the egg.
Sure.
And then we can basically cook the middle to our liking.
Perfect. All right, so we're plugging here all of the eggs inside, popping them in. What I don't like with shakshuka sometimes is they keep the whites undercooked.
Yeah,
Oh, it's gross.
exactly. That's why you have to cover it.
Sure.
And basically when the top starts to become white and ready, then we can turn up the heat and we can do the final sizzling.
I am so excited. I'm already going to prepare our plates for tasting because we do like to taste it. We'll get feedback on. We do like to taste and get feedback on our dishes. So this is all prepped and ready to go here. So when we were on break, you know, you had mentioned a little bit about AI and security and securing AI. Take me through that.
Everyone understands that change is coming. If we'll be in a situation where 70% of the code base is not being written or read by human, how do you do penetration testing? How do you do security reviews of code?
Right.
In a situation where the velocity increases, you need to arm security teams with capabilities of scaling and doing more.
Right.
I think that the important thing here is that we need to understand and accept that using AI in our environment is inevitable. Security teams will not be able to stop that from being used. Now, we need to arm security teams with the ability to leverage AI in order to secure better, faster, more. When you think about the challenges of how to secure usage of AI, some of it is known from how you secure applications, but some of it is around doing it at scale, speed, which is impossible without leveraging tools in platforms in order to enhance velocity and speed.
I'm losing my train of thought, to be honest, because I smell that caramelization is driving me nuts. Can we hear that? Can we hear that sizzling? That's like so good. Can we like up that on post-production? So good. Before we get to the tasting here, which is a super positive note for us, we always like to feel good, talk about good things. So tell me something good.
Something good?
Yeah.
I think the opportunity in security now is to be ahead of the curve. We were challenged for many years in being able to cover so many issues with constraints of manpower and technology. I think this is the first time we can be ahead of the curve. This is ready.
Ready.
And by the way, just if you all want to know if if it's ready, yeah, you can feel if it's not too soft, and if you're done, you can smell. And
it smells divine. Should I kind of put this on top? Here we go. Can we zoom in on this shot? Look at this, folks, right here. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, Phil, you're a pro. Look at this.
There's but a finishing touch.
There you have it, folks. Gil's famous shakshuka. We have an honor right now. Look at that. And it's like so caramelized. It's not even like spilling off. Are we ready to taste? We've got a couple plates here. I'd love to scoop that out for you. I'll let you do the honor of, taking that first bite. Oh, so good. Oh, for you, please, for you. I'm gonna steal this one right here.
So you see the bottom? This is something you still eat. Like
the crispiness.
The crispiness you eat
right
with
there?
the halas.
Oh, here, you see? Right there. And that's not burned, folks. That is caramelized and it's beautiful.
And you remember what I told you about the middle of making it stable, but like a jelly-like, and this is like a perfect
right there
combination.
See, folks? Right there. That's beautiful. It's super hot, so we gotta do foo. How is it?
Great.
Good? Anything you change?
We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
I personally would add a little bit more salt, but
more salt?
Overall,
we could put on top always, you know.
Always.
Better to add versus figure out how you deal with salty. Wow. So good. That yolk is so velvety with the tomato. That's perfectly cooked.
And you saw we didn't have to put sugar or anything.
Yeah, natural sweetness with the spices and caramelization, and the tomatoes are so yummy. Like, this is probably one of the better shakshukas I've had. No joke, seriously. And it's spicy, so it's good. We are so thrilled you came and joined us on Cooking with CISOs here.
Thank you.
You're always welcome back to the show. We probably will demand it at some point so that you can come cook this again, but this is fabulous. Thank you so much for joining us on Cooking with CISOs. You're always welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
If you want to join us on Cooking with CISOs, visit us at www.cookingwithcisos.com to reserve a table. Check out Orca Security at orca.security. Thank you again for joining us. Happy eating.
Now we can.
Now you can eat. Yalla.